Question we're gonna share together how to solve one problem in in databases. We're gonna go through the exercise that I have here. Let me put it big. Let's see. I will just open this here. We're supposed to get the image. Okay. This is the image. It is actually located on another place. So what I'm gonna do is to open the folder and to make sure that it is located where I think. Let's see. It is in the on the loads. Okay. Um, Now continuing with the project, it's just about creating a database which is going to contain these three types of tables: pets, people, and addresses. The database could be called, for example, pets store. You know, in the pets store, we're gonna save the pets that are available for the people to take, and we're gonna save the people that usually have taken, for example, one pet or two, and the addresses where the pets are located. Because let's say that one pet of those got sick, um, and they don't have other place to leave it but in the place where they took the pet. Well, we will save in the addresses the place where the pet was living before it come back or it was brought back to the pets store. So we want to make this project kind of easy. Let's just put pets store. And I'm going to be honest to you, some people sometimes pay attention to this here, but this is kind of not a very super delicate thing, because this is about compatibility, and the general CE is the most is the most used in a certain way. So therefore, it is more compatibility in there. We can use another one. Let me see which other usually people use for you to understand. For example, you see this one Latin, we can use it, but the UTF-8 is one of the most common. So let's just hit on create, and the database was created. Now we're gonna see the tables that we want. Is the first pets, second people, and third addresses. And pets, we have 1, 2, 3 columns. Okay, let's create it. Three columns, and the name of the table is pets. I want to create that. And on here we're gonna put ID. That is going to be an auto incremental. And here on the people, we're gonna put ID, name, and last name. Sorry, now it's name and ID owner. Name, that is varchar, and we're gonna put, for example, 36, and here 11. And the name doesn't need to be 36. It can be 24. Sorry. And you see this ID owner service. Let's put ID owner service. And in the ID owner service, we can just leave it like that. But you see this index here? We're gonna put it just like that, index. And let's just leave it. The name of the index is gonna be the same name that is placed on here, ID owner service. And we hit on continue, and that's it. And we can leave the mode, how is this called, the engine of the database, as InnoDB, this is not kind of a very, very important thing, because at the end, what matters the most is that the database has an structure that is not being interrupted. As you can see, it was created. Now let's create the two other tables. People, and it has 1, 2, and 3, 4 columns. Okay, the first column is ID. We're gonna put it as primary, and we're gonna hit on continue, and we're gonna say that we want it auto increment that as well. Give me 1 second. Okay, as I was saying, now we're gonna put name and varchar, and we're gonna put, for example, 24, 11, and in here this is okay. You see this ID owner service. No, sorry, it's last name. The one that is here, last name. This is gonna be varchar as well. Sorry, varchar. And it's gonna be let's say 28, just because it's the last name. And the zip code is gonna be a varchar of 38. A zip code usually does not go further than that. Okay, let's add 1 column extra, and in here we're gonna put TLF, which is the telephone. Okay, TLF, which is the acronym of telephone. And in here we can just put it up as a bar chart, and telephones usually have like 18 to 22 characters with the lambda, so that is more than okay. Let's hit on okay, and sorry, on save. And we have the people table created. Now let's create the last one, which is the addresses, zip and surname and root, sorry. And addresses, just like this, and ID. Sorry, actually this doesn't have an ID, but we're gonna put it with an ID because it's a very good habit for you to create an ID on the table. Now let's put a zip. The zip is gonna be the zip code is, believe it or no, is always a varchar, because the zip code can include numbers as well as letters. Okay, I don't know if you have seen, for example, the zip code from one place, but usually zip codes are not exactly just, for example, 2100. No. That is not exactly always the zip code. Sometimes the zip code also includes, for example, ND or IT, little slash, and then the number. Why? Because this number is very, very generic. But when you add 2 letters at least at the beginning or at the end, the zip code becomes more specific, more unique. Okay. And also sometimes zip when you say zip is not zip code. Sometimes zip also means like a zone and direction code, which is, for example, west of Dominican Republic, San Pedro is 2300, for example, 0, or 21000. And for example, Sabo is 210000. That's just an example. You see, that is zip, not zip code, zip. It's like the zone, direction, and code. Let's see, let's put some name. Here is just dividing, put it like divided, but it's the same thing. Here we can put 50, for example, just in case that the person doesn't know what is putting. And in the cell name, we're going to put 50 as well. And route, this route is not going to be very large because it's just a name, even though the name can be very large. For example, on the route of the Santa Maria de los Cajuiles, you can find a church close to Alto Mayor, for example. You understand? That is a road. That's why it is very, very large, but it is not like a super, super, super large thing, okay? Now let's hit on save, and that's everything. We got the three tables. We can even see it on on the view of relationships. No view of relationships. Let's see. Let's go to pet store. Sorry. Before I close the video, and on here I'm gonna go to more designer, and in here you will see that the three stores. Sorry, the three the three storing tables are available. If you have any question, just let me know. Remember that there is a connection here that we're gonna make. For example, ID the owner of the service. We're gonna make a relationship with the people. We can make it from here to here, and we make it just cascade. We make OK, hit on OK, and you can see now that the relationship is supposed to be created. Let's put this up. And this is over here, and you can see that the addresses, for example, doesn't have like a connection, but we could make it, but it's not super necessary because we can make it on the query itself. So see you in the next video, and thank you for staying with me until now. If you have any questions, you can make it on the video commentaries section, and I don't know. Remember that Jesus Christ of Nazareth loved you much more than a soap.